The sewing shop is going to have to be turned into a wood shop again, at least for a little while. But I'll start working on the medicine cabinet. I'll get all the structural pieces cut, and then I'll show you what it looks like when they're all cut and lay them out so you can see them. Now, like I said before, I'm not going to the trouble of digging out power tools to just deal with this. They're all small pieces that I got to cut. So, hand tools it is. I'll let you know when they're done. That is probably officially now the least professional woodworking shop in the world. I just got all these stood up so I can see roughly where they're going to go. Of course, they're on an angle so they can lean against each other and not fall over all over the place. In every corner, I have to put a little support board. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 on the bottom there. And then I need where the hinges mount up, the doors, which will be there and there roughly. And here I need 4 more. So that's 12 support boards, which are going to be about that long. I'm going to be cut out of this. Which means I got to take nails out of it. I'll take a hammer and do that and cut those and just set them where they're going to go. And I'll show you what's happening. Those are all cut. These little supports are all cut. Let's go back to this original set of plans I got here. So I'm going to measure down on those side pieces and mark half for where the center shelf is going to be, 1/4 where the top shelf is going to be. And then I'll start attaching the support boards to the shelves and length pieces. Once I got that put together, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, well, I did change my mind, got out one power tool, a drill. So I'm not putting in screws by hand all fucking day. So anyway, since I got the drill out anyway, I got to pile a bit. Piloted and then screwed the little supports onto the shelves. And that's roughly where they're going to be. Actually, it's exactly where they're going to be. Next, I got to pilot the side pieces. Pilot all the holes and put 16 more screws in. We've already got 4, 8, we got 16 in. I got 16 more and that'll bring it up to 32. And then I got to figure out, measure out where to put the supports. The last 4, sorry, to put the doors back on. Once I do that, get those in place. Well, yeah, once I get those in place, I can flip it over and put the backing boards on, which is probably just going to be, one long one across the top of the back, and maybe 2 shorter ones down the sides of the back, like down along there on the back. Well, inside along there on either side, which will support it on 3 sides across the back and keep it from twisting. So I'll get the next step through and then I'll bring it back. We'll see what happens. It seems a tragedy has struck mid-project, and our pilot bit broke. But it broke after drilling a hole. So I just got to pull it out and put those last 2 screws in that one, and then I'll got to find another pilot bit. Well, now managed to break 2 pilot bits now. It's fine. A little bit thicker one does the job great. So we got to put together, and you may notice because I've been using factory edge on one edge of this, and I know they're not even on the front. The back edge, back side of this, it's going against the wall, is fine and square and straight. And the front edge, because of all the differences between all the sizes of pieces, cuts of board, it's all shit. In and out and up and down all over the place, and honestly, I could give a fuck. So it's going to be covered by the doors. No, nobody's going to really see it. Not that often or not that much. But anyway, this much is together. And I've made the executive decision that I'm going to do the backing support before I put the top supports in for the doors. So I'd rather not have the mirrors being leaned on while I'm drilling screws into the back of this thing. So, here's what we got so far. That looks pretty good. All your, mouthwash and big bottles and peroxide and whatever else goes there. Other shelves up will be pills and powders and ointments and lotions and potions and who the fuck knows what. Whatever will fit on the smaller shelves. Okay, I'll bring it back when the backing plates are on.